What's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to Lucario. Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out to everybody on the Bad Boy membership, checking out all of the Bad Boy membership programs and checking out the Game Kings documentary. If you're on the Bad Boy membership, you got the Game Kings documentary for free. Or if you want to go check out the Game Kings documentary, you can go to MrLucario.com and cop the documentary by itself. You feel me? If you're not ready to get on the Bad Boy membership, if you're not ready to make that change in your life so you can deal with women, get more dates, and get what you want out of this life as a man, you know, step up your game and your confidence and everything like that. Everybody's not ready for that, and I get it. You feel me? So, hey, but you'll get there. And also, we still got the Bad Boy membership contest going. So as long as you're on the Bad Boy membership, you qualify for the contest. That's where you could win a bottle of Bad Boy Cologne by Carolina Herrera, New York. You could win a timepiece and a $100 gift certificate. And these are dope timepieces. The one we got for this month is a Boulevard, authentic Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for all you cats who still got that looks, money, and status, you know, perspective, at least if you win the Bad Boy membership contest, you'll smell good and you'll have, you know, looks and status with something on your wrist that look presentable. You know what I'm saying? That look manly. That look like you got something about you. You know what I'm saying? All right. So anyway, what I want to talk about today real quick is 4 things that you're responsible for when you're building culture in your relationships, right? When you're teaching these women how to treat you as a man, there's 4 things that you're responsible for. And I've talked about them separately in previous videos, right? But I just want to put it together for you guys with this whole new idea of building culture in your relationships. So the first thing when you're creating culture in your relationships that you're responsible for as a man is being assertive, right? We talked about this in another video, talking about being assertive. And, you know, the thing with being assertive is that it's all about having a balance with who you are as a man, all about understanding balance and understanding your identity, right? Once you understand your identity, everything will blend together in a balanced way, meaning, you know, your perspective of how you see yourself, your ego, and your self-esteem, your confidence, and everything will be balanced. So therefore you can create assertive positions on different things. You understand? So if you and your woman has a difference of opinion, or even if it's a girl that you're dating, or even if it's a girl that you just approach, and every once in a while you might have a disagreement or something, you can express yourself in an assertive way, meaning that you're not coming on too strong, but you're not showing yourself to be coming from a weak place either, right? You're right there in the middle where you're showing exactly who you are, and you are asserting your opinion, and you're asserting your ideas from a balanced, healthy perspective and in a balanced, healthy way. You understand? So, and again, we talked about that on another video, so go check that video out. We have another one where that you're responsible for when you're building, you know, culture in your relationship, is that you must never argue with a woman. You understand? I did a video on this the other day. You must never argue with a woman. The thing with, once you begin to argue with a woman, you're giving her the impression that you two are equal, right? That you're on the same level. And it's not that you're necessarily better or worse than a woman, but you have to remember that you're different. You have to remember that you're different. You know, a woman will get emotional. A woman might sucker you into, you know, a situation where you might feel like arguing is the thing to do, but you have to remember you can't argue with a woman. You can't argue. You can discuss things. You can talk about things. You know, you can take her input and take it into consideration, but you must never argue with a woman. To argue with a woman, you know, does a few different things where it makes her think she's on your level, and it also takes you out of your zone where you're losing control with your manner, with your behavior, with your emotions. And that's a big part of a woman's trust in a man. You understand? A woman has to trust in a man that he doesn't lose his cool in particular situations, that he knows how to keep it together, and, you know, not just for himself but for her, right? And that's how you build trust in a relationship where when things come up, a disagreement might come up, a different situation might come up, and you don't argue. You don't argue with her. You don't let her see you argue. You don't let her see you lose your cool. You keep your emotions in check and you deal with situations assertively. Why? Again, going back to the first one, again, because you're well balanced and you know exactly who you are. So you don't let anything or anyone get the best of you, including her. So therefore you must never argue with her, right? Another thing that you're responsible for when you are building culture in your relationship as a man is you must always remember that a man wants a woman, but women need a man. A woman needs a man. You understand? You must always remember that. A man wants a woman, but a woman needs a man. You must always remember that. So what that really means is that we know that we need women to procreate on this earth, right? But we choose women based on what's gonna arouse, what's gonna please us, right? What's gonna work with us because we know who we are. At any given point in time, a woman might not know who she is based on the emotional factors of a female and female nature. As a man, you're supposed to be more logical. So that's why you have to understand that you're making a conscious, logical decision on choosing a woman. So therefore you want her. You see her, she's attractive to you, so you desire her, right? But truthfully, any woman will do. You understand what I'm saying? Any woman will do. So you can pick and choose, and so therefore you have a desire for a certain woman. But if she doesn't want to do it, then hey, it's all good, right? But on the flip side, and another thing, as a man, you can procreate for a longer window of time than any female can, right? But see, on the flip side, a woman, she can't fulfill her her biological duties on this earth without a man. And then with that also being said, she has a limited window of time to fulfill those womanly duties, biologically speaking. So therefore it shows that she needs to find a man. She needs to find a man to submit to. She needs to find a man with some type of plan that she can see that's valid, and she submits. You understand? Based on who she is, based on what she wants out of life. You understand? But the point is that she, in a way that in the way that she chooses, she actually needs a man for things to happen, right? She needs a specific man for things to happen. You understand? Like, that's why women always try to go for, the top 10% and stuff like that, because, if it's from their side looking at the situation, they actually need, you understand? They actually need a man to defer to in order for them to fulfill their destiny, basically. You understand? As a man, you can choose whatever path you want, but as a woman, for her to make things happen, she needs to go through you. You get what I'm saying? As men, we can create on so many different levels. We can create. New inventions. We create civilizations. We create so many different things. But for a woman to create to her fullest ability, she needs a man to choose. To choose her, to fit him in his plan. You understand? And then another thing that you're responsible for when you're building culture in relationships is you're responsible for having a plan. You're responsible for having, some type of strategy, some type of game about you as a man, in order to you have to have something going on for that woman to submit to. You understand? That's a part of building the culture in your relationship. That's a very important part of building the culture in your relationship. Matter of fact, that is the culture of your relationship. You understand? Because with every plan, there are details, right? And then, there are large details and small details. And with everything being said, you have to show and teach a woman how to deal with you, how to treat you, how to help you with your plan. How does she fit into that plan, right? But until you have a plan, there's really no culture. You understand? So everything kind of rests on your shoulders as a man. And for a lot of guys, that may be something kind of scary, but you know, there's a certain privilege to actually being a man. There's a certain privilege to having a plan. There's a privilege to creating, you know, being the architect of your relationship, being the architect of your path, your journey, your life, your reality. You understand? That's that, you know, you know, when I tell you to go to Teespring and get the I'm God to these hoes t-shirt, you know, the message of I'm God to these hoes actually is much deeper than you think. You know, a lot of people might think that it's just, you know, a statement of, you know, chauvinistic arrogance or whatever, but it's much deeper. It's very, very deep. What it's saying is that you're the architect. You understand? You are the creator. You're the planner. You orchestrate the culture of any relationship that you're in. You let that woman know how to treat you. You let that woman know what the overall goal and what the overall plan is, right? If you know, you're trying to become a millionaire, a real estate tycoon, you're trying to take a business to the, you know, the highest possible place it could get to. You know, you're trying to own stuff, or you're trying to, you know, like I said, you know, you're trying to make your business a Fortune 500 company or whatever it is. You have to lay that out initially and let her know where she fits into that plan. You understand? Because she wants to submit, but you have to let her know what it is. You have to give her the employee handbook. You are the boss. You are the creator. You are the architect. You are the one that, you know, fine tunes and orchestrates the culture of your relationship. But with that being said, as men, we have to be willing to shoulder that responsibility. We have to develop ourselves and you know, and appreciate that responsibility, right? Appreciate the depth and the seriousness of what we're trying to do, right? Because as you know, as we elevate, the woman that's with us elevates. You understand? And so that's why it's our responsibility to create that culture. So those are 4 things that we need to do to you know, there are 4 things that we're responsible for to create the culture in our relationships, right? And to be men, right? So it's never to argue, be assertive, remember that you want them, but they need you, and be ready for the responsibility, or the overall responsibility of being the creator of the culture of your relationship, right? Because it's a privilege, and the responsibility is something that you have to take seriously. All right, so get in the links below. You know, we got t-shirts, we got the documentary, we got the Bad Boy membership, got the Bad Boy membership contest. We got so many different things for you guys. I got, you know, 60-minute consultation sessions that you can schedule. You know, just click the link. You know, if you're interested in chopping up some game, talking about life, anything you have questions about that you want to get off your chest or whatever, you know, yeah, man. So check that out, and comment, like, share, subscribe. You know, we got the channel growing, so really appreciate you guys, and I hope everybody's having a great day, and the truth is inside you. Peace.
Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.
What's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham, and what I want to talk about today is the Bad Boy Membership Contest. All you have to do to be eligible to win the Bad Boy Membership Contest is to be a Bad Boy member. See, what we realize is that when guys join the Bad Boy membership, they make the transition from simp to player very quickly. And we're just trying to make that transition just a little bit easier. So here's what you get if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. So here's what you receive if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. A bottle of Bad Boy Cologne by Carolina Herrera, New York. A luxury designer timepiece, and a $100 gift card. To increase your chances of winning, share this post in your story, tag 3 friends, and subscribe to Mr. Locario or the Miles Cunningham YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. And follow Real Mr. Locario and Miles in the Game on Instagram. The winner will be announced at the first of the month. Good luck.